Alright guys, we are back again with another episode of Mushoku Tensei. We have episode 9 of season 2 here up and ready to go. First off, I don't know if you guys can hear all this going on in the background. There's a little bit of music playing from somewhere. A couple birds chirping like right outside the window. Apologies for that. Can't do anything about it. Need to record a video. And we're here now. So hopefully it's not a big deal. Hopefully I can edit it out a little bit. Either way, apologies if you can still hear like a slight faint random copyrighted song. Actually, I'm gonna have to do something about that. No matter what, I'm gonna probably have to do something. So anyway, we're back with another Mushoku Tensei. I'm excited to get back into it. I don't know what we're doing, if I'm being honest. Like, we just met Batty last episode, the Demon King guy. He joined us. He's in the class now. So now we got like him. We got the Beast Girls on our side. We got Zenobu or Zenoba. What was his name? Zenobu or Zenoba? Something like that. We got him and obviously Jules. We got a lot of people on our team now. And, you know, we can't miss Sylph, obviously. So I don't know if we're adding more people to the roster or what's going on. I'm enjoying the slice of life aspect of this show right now. So I think I'm just going to hop right into the episode. I don't need to say a whole lot. So let's just hop right into the video and see what happens. So let's go. Everyone's excited. Let's go. Okay. Don't eat it. Damn. Man, savage. It's like, hey, you're giving it to me. Oh, Sylph. A little bit of jealousy, perhaps? Is that the kind of... I mean, I don't think... Now I'm depressed. Oh. Not good on guard duty, I don't think. Not good to be thinking of other things like that. I don't know. As I was saying, I don't think Rudy really has a type, does he? I mean, I think he goes for anybody that looks half good, I suppose. There's I think it would be quicker to list the girls he wouldn't go after, if I'm being honest. Oh, she is very awkward, so. Shouldn't I? Forgotten? Damn. She don't have to be... Okay, Princess is a little bit cold about it. I might still remember me. Yo, they're saying that like he's just forgotten about Sylph completely. This is tough. Are you Dom? Are you Dom? Of course he wouldn't. Oh. It's forgotten. Yeah, like, oh, I thought they knew. I thought they knew that she couldn't tell him. I thought it was all about, like, Princess Ariel. Like, she had to ask permission or she couldn't do it for Ariel's safety or whatever. But they just don't know. They thought she told him, like, a long time ago. Oh, so wait. Luke started that fight with Rudy. Well, it wasn't a fight. It was an argument. A few episodes ago. He was, like, trash-talking Rudy right to his face, saying, like, you've forgotten, like, you forget people so easily, or something like that. Did he straight up think that, like, Sylph had told him and Rudy had just, like, forgotten completely? Like, didn't know what the hell she was talking about? That's rough. So, Rudy's getting framed in this terrible light. All because Sylph is a bit awkward. In your hands, yeah. Yeah, letting her, like, saying... Hey, you do what you want to do. Like, you don't have to run it past me. Hell, I'd actually prefer if you didn't, to be honest. Okay, that's promising. Means maybe this episode, maybe she's going to mention something to Rudy. I don't know. Seems like it might be a little bit strong to just come out and tell him. I could see her, like, hinting towards it or asking him, like, hey, you have any childhood friends you remember or anything like that? But if she's going to straight up tell him, I'd be surprised. Hold on a second. What kind of symbolism is that? I never actually paid, like, attention to this OP. Well, I did, but now that I'm kind of thinking about it more, green bird. So there's a green bird, and as soon as it passes by Ariel and Luke, it turns into a white bird. Oh, wow, and he's still holding on to the green feather. Still reaching for it? Or reaching for the bird? And he sees the white bird flying, right? Oh, a little bit artsy. You know what? That's cool. I never like clicked 2 and 2 together for that. It's not even like deep. Like I'm pretty sure anybody could figure that out. Everybody probably did figure that out long before I did. But hey, you know what? I respect them, like, you know, just throwing in that sort of stuff, making me feel smart in the process. Yep. Oh, she's so lost in her thoughts, man. She's like, how am I going to do this, man? I don't even know the first goddamn thing to do. Summoning. Who could it be? Who summons? Do we know anybody who summons? Silent. A silent star. Inventing blackboards? They invented blackboards? Is that what that means? Inventing uniforms and blackboards. Like, inventing the idea of them? she straight up came up with that. Oh, okay. Props. Silent 7-star or whatever you just called yourself. From my world. Oh. Oh, she was the one. Oh. Yo, I recognize that mask. She was the one that was with Orsted, though. And he's talking about knowing stuff from, like, his world. Like, she's inventing stuff that was already from his world. I was about to comment on that, or I thought about commenting on it, and I didn't, so you don't have to believe me. But I was going to say, like, so she's inventing stuff that Rudy would have already known about. Like, Rudy obviously would have had that in his world, so it is kind of, like, coincidental that something exactly the same has been brought to the school. So, ooh, she could be reincarnated too. That's actually dope. That's a dope idea that he would possibly run into someone that is also reincarnated. And it would explain why she's a summoning specialist, because if all reincarnated people are similar to Rudy, they have some intense magical ability. Oh, is he going to have flashbacks like as soon as he sees her? Like, is he going to recognize it? He probably will. I mean, it was a pretty traumatic event that he went through with her. Oh, immediately going into defense mode. Well, not defense. Well, unless he does. Is he about to throw some magic? It's been a while. You don't gotta. You could just say, like, hey, relax. You don't gotta immediately just be like, hey, been a while. Remember the last time we saw each other? Yeah, I'm sure you do. Yeah. Know it? Fair. Oh. Sorry, I'm joking, but it's an incredibly traumatic event that he's remembering. He is going, oh my god, he's straight up trying to, like, crawl away. Straight up, like, panic attack, anxiety attack. Don't be a bitch. Like, you know what this man went through. Oh, no. Okay. Straight up, doesn't seem like he fell down the stairs. That's good. Yes. No, it's kind of obvious that she doesn't mean him any harm. Don't imagine they would be all of a sudden be jumping into that. Some big ass fight scene. Huh? Why did it sound so weird? What is he talking in right now? Almost killed me. Straight up, she just walked towards him. Yeah. That's true. Sorry. You know what? I did forget. Apparently she was the one that decided to, you know, keep him alive, so that's good at least. Rudy actually does kind of owe her in a way. I mean, I wouldn't think of it as owing her when she didn't stop she didn't straight up stop him from killing Rudy. Like, she let it happen, and then she spoke up. I maybe would have tried to step in a bit sooner, maybe not let Rudy straight up get his gut. What was it? His stomach got ripped open, or his chest, or either way, could have stepped in like a minute, 30 seconds sooner. Coming right out. Okay, I guess. Is it going to be like a bunch of stuff from his world? I hope so. Do you recognize these? Oh, it's Japanese? Is it like Japanese handwriting? Which one of these two are you? Oh? Hold on. Was it names? Oh, it was names. Was that one of his names? Hold on. I gotta go back. I'm sorry. I'm missing everything. Karoki Satoshi Shinohara Akito. I don't remember. I don't remember what his name was. Neither. Oh, so there's two other people who got reincarnated. Japanese. Yeah, so she is. That's cool, but I mean, I was hoping it would be a bit more like, oh, hooray, another person from my world, but this is pretty terrifying. Oh! With the same face, but it's not... Is it her? Because Rudy didn't get the same face. Said he didn't know yet. Yeah. Oh, yeah. She just got a hint from that. Okay. She seems okay. I mean, because she's like, she's excited. She is more excited about it. She's like, fine, like, yeah, someone from my world. Like, I want to talk to you. I want to ask you questions. Like, are you from America? Are you from wherever? So she's in that phase, but she's not quite understanding that Rudy's in a whole different mindset right now. Like, you are lucky that he is even telling you his name, because he is straight up. Man just got done having like a panic attack or anxiety attack. I don't know what he was having. That was not like a good, like, his mind is going through it for like the 100th time in this series. I'm on your side. Oh, that's good. Yeah, so she is like, I kind of trust her to go back to our world. Oh, Rudy ain't interested in that. Not even slightly. Oh, shit, damn. Can't. Did this. What just happened? Why'd she move back so quick? I hope that was a cut and she just didn't immediately like retract like that. Oh, Sylph is just sitting here. I didn't realize they were speaking like in Japanese so that she doesn't understand what they're saying. That's pretty rough for Sylph, just not knowing what's going on. So was she not teleported? Oh, so is it the high schooler? If she looks exactly the same? Yeah. What a truck came out. Oh, so were her two friends the names she listed? That was the two guys she was arguing with on the street? So it is the girl that but he saved her. Or he thought he saved her. So did she actually get hit by a truck? Maybe when the man god, like, grabbed Rudy, everyone in the immediate vicinity also got grabbed? I don't know. Okay. Yeah, so, yeah, Orsted... I got a lot of questions about that. I'm sure we'll get the answers eventually. Maybe not this episode, though. Like, why would Orsted hate Rudy for not being a part of this world, but took her in? Like, that's weird. I don't know if it was because Rudy wasn't a part of this world, or if it was because he mentioned the man god. I think it was because he mentioned the man god, right? Maybe it wasn't the fact that he was reincarnated, or maybe that had something to do with it. I'm a tad bit confused, like, why he would be so hateful towards Rudy when his apprentice is literally like one of them too. Odd, very odd. Teleportation. The summoning magic that he was talking about. Okay. Only something Orsted knows, likely, or the gods know. Yeah, I imagine the man god. Or no, a person, like, not like an actual human being might have summoned them? Oh, okay. World where they're racist. Oh. Yeah. How do you know that? Yeah, I was gonna say, like, I mean, if that was the case, then Rudy shouldn't, well, I don't know, I guess Rudy hasn't altered any, like, huge stuff. But I mean, he's definitely made, like, ripples where he's gone, right? He has made a heck of a entrance and impression everywhere. Like, he leaves people with memories of him, he helps people out. You'd think the world would have, like, fucking, I don't know, scratched him off already. Oh, so she doesn't. 0. Yeah, yeah, some. Just a little bit. I don't seem to age. For 5 years. This is just getting more confusing. She doesn't age. I was thinking that, like, if she's been here for Rudy's 15 years, but she's only been here for 5, and she doesn't even look older. Yeah, she doesn't age. Again, a difference between reincarnation and her teleportation. Curious. I'm very curious about that, because I wonder if it's something to do with, like, the fact that Rudy got hit by the truck. Like, maybe she did too, but it's a little bit odd that, like, they were that close to each other, but they both had different means of getting into the world. Maybe because Rudy, like, died, he straight up got reincarnated. Or maybe it was the man god's focus of Rudy, and they were just kind of pulled into it separately. Like I said, it's tough, and her rules are completely different. Food sex. Morally dubious. Yeah, the real world is better. Sure. No regrets. Exactly. They're like, well, yeah, I guess he doesn't have any regrets. I was thinking maybe, like, his parents, but then I remembered his parents are dead. So I guess, like, the only thing he left behind is his other family, like his siblings or cousins or whoever they were dicks to him. Don't blame him for not wanting to go back to that. He definitely has it better off in this world, I would say, than whatever he left behind there. Like, I get why he wouldn't mention it, that it was him, like, that he was directly involved in the same, like, event that she was that brought them here. Because, I don't know, maybe he doesn't want it. Maybe that's going through his head too, is like, oh, if she ended up here, then maybe I didn't save her. And, like, I don't want to admit that. I don't want to admit that I messed up and didn't even save her when I thought I was. But man, like, that's just, like, this is raising too many questions, bro. I want to know, what is the freaking deal with reincarnation being only towards Rudy? And I want to know who those 2 names are. Are those her other 2 friends? She's mentioned them so much that I imagine it must be. Like, she is directly looking for them to try to get them home, right? Gonna be out of water by the end of the next episode. Yeah. I mean, it's a good enough deal. Oh, poor Sylph. I feel bad for her. Or, well, can she understand them now? It's difficult because they're not changing the subtitles in any way. I don't know if they're still in Japanese mode. It sucks that, like, she is feeling so left out. I imagine they are because, like, Rudy, and probably she doesn't want Sylph to know about their past and their reincarnation not being a part of this world thing. Keep that on the down low. Yeah. What? Talking about me now? All of a sudden? Oh, okay. Hang on. I'll watch it through before I start talking. I didn't put those together. Probably the backlash of her being brought here. I might have caused it. Oh, that's interesting. Oh, Sylph, relax. She looks mad. I mean, I suppose. Oh, okay. Bad way to pause. Okay. Oh, she saw that coming. Oh, how'd she do that if she has no mana? What was that? And Rudy's gonna be like, hold up. What are you talking about? Yeah, well, no, Rudy's equally as confused. He's like, why is Fitz, like, so mad about this? Like, what about her mom and dad? I don't think, like, what was her? I don't think she pretended to have anything to do with it. Mm. Yep. You know what? Could have phrased that. That's true. But I have to give props to Sylph, too. She calmed herself down real quick. Like, she straight up went from, like, 100 to 0 in, like, 3 seconds. Yeah. See, Sylph is just the GOAT. She just, she messes up, immediate apology. Godsend. Maybe, careful with the wording. Interesting. Very interesting. I'm very, very intrigued by the idea that it could have been as they put it, the backlash of her being brought here. That's wild to think about. So, like, somebody purposefully brought whoever brought them there probably knew something like that would happen. If they have the knowledge to bring people from another world into their own, or from into a different world, maybe they're not even a part of this world, we don't know the whole story yet, but if they know that much, then they probably know that it causes some crazy shit to happen. Like she said, if you change the world too much, it could erase you, right? Like the world will erase you. Maybe the teleportation disaster was that in effect, like the world felt the sudden change that was going on, and it just, like, that was its defense mechanism. Was it trying to erase everything in like one massive go, but it didn't succeed? I don't know, because it didn't really erase anything. It teleported. So it might not be anything to do with that, but it obviously was something to do with the world, unless the person who teleported her here also caused it on purpose. Like maybe that was their goal. Like they wanted that to happen. This is difficult. This is this is complicated. I'm not going to try to pretend like I know anything about what's being said here. It's just this is some great like exposition type material, like making it super interesting. Like obviously there's less action going on, but they're making it so damn interesting by just the world building. Is Rudy is Rudy mad because Fitz had such a reaction and he didn't know anything? I don't know. No, he's not mad. He's probably confused. It's same, yeah. Yeah, okay. But we're not going to ask any questions about her reaction? I mean, maybe I'm forgetting something? That's nice. This is nice, I suppose. Yeah. You just gotta tell him, Sylph, please. Yeah, I didn't think it was gonna happen. I could have guessed that. I should have seen that coming. I did see that coming. No, that was fantastic, bro. That was an absolutely great episode. I really loved that. Like, that was some of the greatest world building. This show has some of the greatest world building and, like, just details. It's just storytelling, I suppose, is just what I should call it. Is they have all this stuff that we already knew about. We knew that about aspects of it, but then they keep bringing in these facts that like make us rethink the entire situation. Like, yeah, maybe the man god had said Orsted caused the teleportation, but then all of a sudden Orsted's own apprentice is saying like, no, Orsted has a different idea, or Orsted doesn't know. Either way, Orsted didn't cause it, as far as we can tell at this point, but she thinks it was her being brought from this world, and the fact that she was brought from this world is insane. Like, that could have been the focus itself. But then they also bring, the stuff with the mass teleportation incident, and Sylph kind of having that breakdown of like just stress and pain that she's gone through in these past few years of dealing with this teleportation incident. And the only disappointment that I have in this episode, disappointment is a strong word, but I'm saying it is because I wish Rudy would have like questioned that a bit more, like the way she reacted. If she had put on a front and said like, you caused the pain, like to this world, to Rudy, which she did partially, but she was speaking more from like a personal perspective. And she even said like, my mom and dad. Obviously Rudy would have heard her having that personal aspect. And I don't feel like I don't think her as Fitz had said that her parents had been affected at all, or his parents had been affected from like, you know, the Fitz personality. I think he had just said he like had done it or had looked into it because like a friend or something. I don't think she had said she had a personal aspect like as a lie to Rudy about researching it. You know what I mean? I hope you know what I mean. Hard to explain. But no, so like maybe next episode Rudy will question that a bit more because there was enough going on. Maybe they want to save that for, you know, another episode. We had a lot going this one. All of the different like questions that have now been raised. Why was the girl brought here? Why? Sorry, I gotta go back. I'm terrible as like I literally read her name and I still forget it already. Like it was like Nanahoshi or something. Nanahoshi. Sorry, I was close. Nanahoshi, same thing. But anyway, Nanahoshi, her being brought here, that raises a whole different thing. She's looking for two other people, their names written in Japanese. Like I said, I imagine that might be her two friends that she was with. Maybe she's worried that, you know, since she was with them, they also got brought to this world and that's why she's looking for them. Or maybe it's something different. Maybe it's someone that Orsted is looking for. I don't know what Orsted's knowledge of like the, you know, Japanese world. I don't know what to call it. The real world, our world. I don't know his knowledge. If he knows like, you know, Japanese writing. Is Orsted on that level of godhood that he knows about other worlds? Or is it something that he's learning on the go after this situation? Either way, they're looking for like at least two other people that have been reincarnated or teleported here. And, you know, to do with that too, like why exactly Rudy was reincarnated while she was teleported. Like I said, maybe it's to do with him straight up dying. And like maybe she just got caught in the crossfire and got teleported here through like just being in the general immediate area. Again, another thing that we probably won't know for certain for a long time. I would have kind of liked it if Rudy had told her the truth of like, I was there with you. Like then they could have maybe, you know, thought about it a little bit more, like had more kind of brainstorming of what caused it, of why she was brought there, why he was brought here, sort of thing. It probably has something to do with the man god, I imagine. Like, I don't know who else. She said a person, though, and they don't know the name, or she knows the name but doesn't want to say anything. Everything we kind of knew was kind of being like brought up and raised into question again and giving us more options of what it could possibly be. I loved every aspect of it, man. And Sylph, like, even though she was kind of sitting off to the side, she wasn't even like the focus of the episode. She still brought some great moments too, like, you know, during that breakdown, showing that much emotion towards it. I'm hoping, like I said, that raises questions for Rudy, and that kind of leads into her telling him the truth. That would be great. But either way, this was a great episode. This was fantastic. Nanahoshi as a character, she seems trustworthy, but the thing that's making me a little bit skeptical is, why is she wearing the mask? When she was wearing the mask, we could see her eyes and they looked cold. Like they looked almost like dead. She looked okay when she had the mask off. Like she looked kind of like typical. Like it seems like her emotions are a little bit like, not all over the place, but maybe like bipolar in a way is how I'm going to explain it. Because she was like happy, and then once she learned the truth about Rudy and like what he was, and that he didn't want to go home, she immediately like retracted and got cold again, which is fair. Like I'm not saying that's bipolar disorder. I'm just saying like she just seems a bit odd, and you know, to be fair, being teleported to another world, a strange world for 5 years, like she wasn't born here, reincarnated here, learned everything about the world. She's still like 5 years isn't a long time. to really like learn, to get used to a whole entire different world than you're used to. Like, is there any time that you do, unless you're like Rudy, who's been here for 15 years or however long, right? I think I can trust her. I think we can trust her, like, to help Rudy. Just, Bae, don't bother me. Stop listening to me, Tiki. But, you know, still maybe should raise the walls a little bit, not like completely, because, you know, she is friends with Orsted. Orsted was a little bit unstable, I suppose is a good way of saying it. She could be similar. Like, if he took her and maybe he sees something in her similar to him, maybe that's why he likes her better than he liked Rudy by a long shot. It's going to be an interesting dynamic as well. All the dynamics of this school arc are definitely, like, odd. They're oddballs, for sure, but promising, very promising for the rest of this season. Because, I mean, we're already on, episode 9? How many episodes is there? I think, is there only 12 episodes of this cour? And then, like, there's the break. Or we're already in the break, I think, since I'm recording so late. But, I don't know, maybe by the time I'm done, we'll have the next part. So that, hopefully. Hopefully I timed that pretty good. But, no, for the rest of this season, sorry, I didn't need to bring that up. I don't know why I all of a sudden got talking about the cores. Either way, for the rest of this season, these characters are all making it super interesting. Nanahoshi, especially, I love that she's from our world. That's such a great, like, plot twist that there is other people, like, from our world. I had that sort of, like, thought in my head, like, I feel like they've hinted at that in other shows, and that's why it was kind of planted in my head. I think ReZero has said something similar, like, with the main character in it. Like, this isn't really spoilers, but I believe there is a character in that show that knows that Subaru, the main character of that show, isn't from the world, and that is super intriguing to me. So I think I kind of hope that that's in, like, every other isekai that I watch. Anyway, it's awesome. I love it. This whole episode was great. This whole world building that they go into with the mass teleportation, and whoever caused it maybe did it on purpose. Maybe it was just a bad effect of, like, them getting teleported here. I'm having a great time with this. This show is on another level of world building. Like, it is kind of in the masterclass of building up this world and making it, like, so rich in detail. It still blows my mind when you guys, like, comment a lot of the other world building that kind of gets cut from the anime, I believe, is, like, you guys don't spoil it for me, but it's all stuff that gets cut or isn't, like, spelled out, and maybe the author said it in, like, an interview or something. The amount of thought that he has put into this is, like, Lord of the Rings level crap. Like, I kind of want to compare it to Attack on Titan, but I almost feel like this is, like, more rich of a world than Attack on Titan. And Attack on Titan, I don't know why that came up. I guess because I'm just talking masterclasses. It's a great anime, great world building, of course. But like, no, I think this one might be better. This author, if half the stuff you guys tell me in the comments is true and factual to the world, then it's just crazy. And this episode obviously just proves it as well, that there's so much to build on here with the characters and the world itself and everything. So I'm loving this show, man. It is perfect. It's awesome. Anyway, I'm gonna end this off before I start talking too much more, because my camera is gonna die soon, the battery. So no, great episode. I loved it. Every single second of it was perfect. Sylph stuff, Nanahoshi stuff, Rudy stuff, Panic Attack. I didn't talk about that at all, but I did before a little bit. Just that was great. The fact that it was a realistic reaction to Nanahoshi, like seeing her again. So awesome. Well, not awesome for Rudy, but you know what I'm saying. It's the emotions in this show are, like, very realistic. It's kind of terrifying. But anyway, if you guys enjoyed, please be sure to drop a like, subscribe to the channel if you want to stay updated on this series, my other series that I do, and just to help support me. Lets me know that you guys enjoy the videos. Comment down below your thoughts, like the video, just again, more support. And I do have a Patreon link down in the description if you want to help support me a bit more, plus gives you early access to these videos, and it is highly appreciated from me. And that is it. So I hope you all have a wonderful rest of your day, and I'll talk to you all later. Peace.